Oh hey, I didn't see you there. It's Joe with Miller Piano Specialist, and today we're playing the Roland F701. The Roland F701 is an 88-key digital piano that's designed by Roland, and it's really one of the best digital pianos I think I've played. I mean, listen to this piano sound. Just beautiful, gorgeous. So first thing to note, beautiful keybed. Hammer action. So it really feels like an actual piano. We did an unboxing video on it. I'm gonna go through a couple of the features. The first thing I'll start with is the other sounds. So we've got regular grand piano sounds. Then we've got some upright piano sounds. Couple classical piano sounds. It's got some really good electric piano sounds. I mean, how awesome is that? You can't really beat it. So those are our basic piano sounds. But because of Roland, and again, being the innovators that they are, it's not just piano sounds that you're going to find on the F701. No, we're going to find a lot more than just piano sounds. Because of Roland's supernatural sound engine, you're going to get over 300 sounds that you can use. So let's check a couple of those out. We got string sounds. And again, just sounds so clean and so good. Got pipe organ sounds. Nice church organ. Here's a little jazz organ. Killer. Absolutely killer. This is one of my favorites, the jazz scat. How cool is that? And then you got a lot of stuff that's kind of geared towards learning, like the do re mi solfege sound, right? Which produces, if you know what solfege is, it's this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, fa, mi, re, do. Right? So very useful for educators and learners. You even got drums, you can get your groove on. And then Roland, being the creators of the TR-808, even included a little 808 sound pack, which I personally enjoy a lot. Pretty awesome. Orchestra hits. And then that's when we get into our general MIDI sounds. Now, you've probably heard a lot of these sounds before. It would take a little too long for this video for me to go over them all, but just know that we've got piano sounds, we've got more electric piano sounds, organ sounds, harmonica sounds, guitar sounds, bass sounds, right? We can even keep going. We got string sounds. It just goes on and on and on. You would really have to sit down with it to try it out to really get the full scope. And I encourage you to do so. So now that we've talked about the sounds, let's talk about some of the other cool features that we have on the F701 here. So in addition to having over 300 sounds, we can dual those sounds, which means that we can layer them on top of one another. If I press these two buttons together, it'll layer it like this. It'll layer a piano sound and a string sound. Check it out. Beautiful. How awesome is that? And you can dual any of the sounds together, right? So I can go through and pick any two sounds that I want to pick and layer them together, which is, I mean, you can imagine how many combinations there really are. It's a lot. So let's get out of dual mode and let's check out another awesome feature of the F701. Again, this is really, really good for educators. This is the twin piano feature. And what this does is it takes the keyboard and splits it into two pianos, right? So as everyone knows, middle C is a big thing in piano. And this allows us to have two middle Cs. Right? So I have one here, I have one here. Or I have one here, sorry. Right? Same note. This is really, really nice for educators. You're learning basic scales. It allows two people to sit down at the same instrument and hear exactly the same thing, so you can really kind of get into learning, right? Really, really effective and also fun for jamming with little kids. So we've got the twin piano feature. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off now. I just go back to my menu, turn it off. Again, this interface is so easy, so nice. It's like so simple, but it's so powerful, you know? That's what Roland is just so good at. They're so good at making stuff like that. Another great feature of this piano is the Bluetooth feature. So you can actually connect your phone or a Bluetooth device to the piano so that you can stream audio directly through your piano. And this is really, really nice for learning songs or playing along to other things via Bluetooth, which is just so convenient, and Roland really makes it so easy. It's literally the touch of a button. I just hold that down, boom, I'm pairing. And I just pair my device and I'm ready to play along with whatever track I want to pull up. One of my own tracks, a track that I hear on Spotify, literally anything. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And then in addition, we've also got regular practice tools like the Metronome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's me using the Japanese voice tone as a metronome, but there are other metronome tones. You can change the beat. There's so many great features here. Continuing on, we've got a songbook that allows us to play back MIDI files and play songs directly on the piano. We can play along with them. So let's check out one of these songs. Let's check out a scale. So that's me playing along with it. I don't even have to play. And again, just a great little practice tool to help learn scales in time with feedback, you know, direct feedback from your instrument, how rhythmically correct you're being. You can set the tempo. Just so useful and so great, so easy. So we got the Songbook feature. We can play and stop. We can set it back to the beginning by holding the play button. I can also go to one of the songs. Let's say I go to one of the longer songs, and I can play that. So as you can hear, this is a little bit of a longer form classical piece, but let's say I want to learn a specific part of it. I can use the fast forward and reverse button to pick a specific measure of the song, and then I can start the song from right there. So let's say I want to go to bar 76. I'm going to press play. Whoa. Crazy. So again, really, really great tool for practicing and learning songs. And you can record your own songs. Let's try recording one of our own songs. So I'm just going to press the record button here. It's going to come up red. And then when I press play, it's going to count off 4 beats, and I'm going to record my own song. Cool. Let's hear it. Saves it, can play it right back. Not even touching. And it's saved right into the internal memory of the piano, so I can actually transfer that using a USB drive. I can plug right into here, and I can transfer that into my audio workstation or into my music notation software, whatever I want to use, you know? It's a really, really nice feature. There's a ton of other options in here too that are just incredibly useful and very thoughtful of Roland to put in here. We've got the Bluetooth, you can change the key touch, you can change the ambiance. I hope you've been listening in headphones, because the ambiance, the 3D ambiance that's been built in, just sounds so good. And you can turn it up. You know, let's see, I'm gonna go turn it up here. So this is the ambiance all the way up. As with it all the way down. Pretty awesome, you know, so you can get a drier sound or a more wetter, verbed out sound. Again, touch of a button. Roland makes it so easy. You can change the brilliance. We can change the tuning, the overall tuning of the instrument. Right now it's currently set to, you know, industry standard A440. But let's say I'm with someone who likes to play in 443. All I have to do is turn my tuning up just a little bit. So cool. I'm gonna turn it back down to 440 now. And we've just got so many great features here. Transpose, keyboard mode, and just all this stuff. But let's not forget what the important thing is here. I press a button, I click, and here I am. That beautiful piano sound. Additionally, the Roland F701 comes with 3 pedals, right? Just like a normal piano, we've got our damper pedal on the right, sustain pedal. Lets the notes ring out. We got a soft pedal. Really makes it nice and mellow. And then we got the sostenuto pedal. Right? Very cool. Another cool thing about this piano is its look. A lot of traditional pianos or digital pianos are kind of ugly, maybe a little gaudy to look at. Roland really, you can tell, put a lot of effort into making this a very sleek, nice looking design that would fit really nicely in any home, especially in a modern looking home. You know, there's a couple different finishes you can get this in. We have the darker black finish. But there are other finishes available that, you know, would complement any home aesthetic that you have. The F701 has a 324 note polyphony, which means that I can play upwards of 324 notes, which would be impossible for me to almost do. But when I'm using dual mode, let's say I'm layering a sound with a string, and I want to play a big chord, you know? That extra polyphony ensures that I don't hear any drop off from any of these notes. Beautiful. So kind of nice to have. And again, I come right back. Beautiful piano sound. The Roland F701 also comes equipped with the BNC05 adjustable piano bench. It's a rock solid bench and it's adjustable, so it's really for anyone and you can pick the perfect height that you want to play at. So I could really go on and on about the F701, but really you're going to have to come in and try one yourself because there's a little too much for me to go over in this short, quick video. But the main thing I want you to take away is this. Just a beautiful piano. And you can get there at a touch of a button. If you want to try one out, if you want to check one out, feel it for yourself, and see them in person, try the keys, feel the keys, which I highly recommend you do, you can come down to Miller Piano Specialist, 3656 Trousdale Drive, Suite 111. You can try one of these out. You can jam, as long as you'd like, and maybe go home with one, which I think might happen. So come on by. Thank you for watching. This is Joe with Miller Piano Specialist, Roland F701. Have a good day.